Okay, fifth graders, we're on 12-6 now, and we're talking about converting units of mass, which is another way of saying weight. And the units they're going to be talking about are milligrams, abbreviated mg, grams, abbreviated with the letter G, and kilograms, abbreviated with the letters kg. And just like you've seen before, and what we've been doing here for over a week now, with the metric units, it's kind of nice when you're going from a larger unit to a smaller unit, you multiply, and you'd multiply by 1,000. And when you're going from a smaller unit to a larger unit, you would divide, and again you would divide by 1,000. So 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. And that's the same thing as 1 kilogram is equal to 10 to the third grams. And that's kind of what they're talking about right here. And 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams, and which is the same thing as 1 gram is equal to 10 to the third mg. So 1,000 milligrams is the same as 10 to the third mg, and 1,000 grams is the same thing as 10 to the third g. Just so you're not confused about that in case they show you something like that later on in the lesson. Okay, down to the convince me. It says in the picture above, what is the football player's mass in grams and milligrams? Well, let's look at the football player above. And it says he's about 100 kg, 100 kilograms. So what's 100 kilograms in? The first thing they're talking about here is grams. Okay, so 100 kg in grams, you're going to multiply 100 by 1,000. And so what is that? That's going to be 100,000 grams. And then they ask in milligrams, what's his weight? Well, 100 kg is going to be, well, now you're going to multiply the 100,000 grams by another 1,000. And so what do you get? You get 100 million milligrams. You're dividing it by, multiplying it by another 1,000. And then it says, how can you tell? Well, you can tell simply by multiplying by 1,000. Okay, so let's drop down to the guided practice. So I'm looking at the first one here. It says, how does the relationship between meters and millimeters help you understand the relationship between grams and milligrams? Well, each one is 1,000 times larger or smaller, depending on the direction you're going. That's how I would answer that one. Number 2, which has the greater mass, 1 kilogram or 137,000 milligrams? Well, let's just change that 137,000 milligrams first off into grams. So we're going from smaller to larger. So we're going to divide by 1,000. So 137,000 milligrams equals 137 grams. And 1 kilogram, 1 kg equals 1,000 grams. So which one's larger? Obviously the kilogram is quite a bit larger. Explain how you made your comparison. Well, I just kind of wrote it out there. You really don't have to explain it. I suppose I could say I converted both to grams. Okay. All right, number 3, we have 9.25 grams equals how many milligrams? Well, we're going to multiply that by 1,000. We're going from larger to smaller. 9.25 times 1,000. So what do? We're going to be moving the decimal in how many places? We're making it larger. We're going to move it 3 places. 1, 2, 3. Looks like we're going to add a 0. So it becomes 9250. 9250. So 9.25 grams is equal to 9,250 milligrams. So same thing with the next one. Oh, actually, no, the next one, number 4, we're going from 190 grams to kilograms. We're going from smaller to larger. So that means we're going to be dividing by 1,000. So let's go back to 190 grams, and this time we're dividing by 1,000 because we're going from something smaller to something larger. Well, where's the decimal in 190? It's right here. How many places do we have to move the decimal? Well, 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So it becomes 0.190, or you could just put 0.19. 0.19, that would be the same thing. Okay, you guys can do 5 and 6 on your own. I should probably highlight a couple of these for the class craft tomorrow. Let me do one more with you guys. How about number 7, 17,000 grams to kilograms. So again, we're going from something smaller to something larger. So 17,000. And we're going to be dividing that by 1,000. How many places do we move the decimals? mg is going to be mg. We're going to move it 3 places, right? So the decimal in 17,000 is right here. We move it 3 places. It's going to be right where the comma is. So 17,000 grams is equal to 17 kilograms. And let me do one more. I'll do number 8 with you. So now we have 18 kilograms, and that's going to become grams. So now we're going from something larger to something smaller. Well, go back, and when we're talking about something larger to something smaller, you multiply. You can always refer back to that. So 18 kilograms times 1,000, that's going to be simply 18,000 grams. 18, 000. Okay, let me see you guys give me the answers, or at least be prepared to answer. Let's see here. How about well, okay, yeah. How about number 9? Answer to number 9. Answer to number 11. And yeah, why not 12 also? You guys can do the rest of these on your own. Oh, let's look at this chart here. Let me fill this out for you guys really quick. This might be handy for you. So 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. 10 grams is 10,000 milligrams. And 100,000 milligrams, well, that would be what? 100 grams. And then number 20, 500 grams is what? A half, or 0.5 kilograms. 5 kilograms would be equivalent to 5,000 grams, and 50,000 grams would be equivalent to 50 kilograms. All right, those I think might help you out with this section 6 here. Okay, the problem solving. So let's look at, I don't know, how about 22 here? Terry is beginning a science experiment in the lab. The instructions call for 227 milligrams of potassium. Calculate the difference between this amount and 1 gram. Well, 1 gram is how many milligrams? That's 1,000. So if we're talking about difference, what did I tell you guys in the beginning of the year? Difference, we're talking about subtracting. So you're going to subtract 227 from 1,000, and that'll tell you the difference for number 22. And let me see here. Yeah, do number 21. I mean, do them all, but I'm going to ask in the class craft about number 21. Of course, if you guys don't do these, then you lose points, so keep that in mind. And that's it, you guys. Hopefully this video took. The last one I did for this lesson a couple hours ago was glitchy, so I ended up deleting it. I'm doing the whole thing all over again. Okay, that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.